welcome back to my. In the last part, I helped clear out Concord of some raiders and surprisingly large Deathclaw. And apparently Dogmeat's found something! And then now all the Minutemen have been moved to Sanctuary. So I'm gonna help them to get set up and rebuild and all that sort of stuff. Start talking to
Glad
them.
you decided to come with us. I should have listened to Mama Murphy all along. Pretty nice place she's found for us. I think we could settle down here. Make it a place to call home. What do you think?
I don't know. It's strange being back here.
What do you mean? You used to live here or something?
Long time ago.
Yeah. Before the war. Before everything was ruined.
What do you mean? Before what war? Are you saying...
I lived here. Over 200 years ago. I was frozen or something for most of it. Just woke up a little while ago.
Damn. Like one of those old pre-war ghouls. You say you were frozen. Anybody else make it out with you?
Just my son. Somebody took him away while I was still trapped. Have you run across anybody with a baby boy?
Damn. I'm sorry. But no. I haven't run across any kidnapped babies. I'll definitely keep an eye out for him. Anyway, I am glad you're here.
Assuming he's even still a baby.
And I hope you don't mind, but I've got another
Awkward
favor.
pause.
I've had word from a settlement asking for help. There's still hope in their Minutemen out there, somewhere. The only chance to start rebuilding the Minutemen is to show people that they can count on us when they need us. Trouble is, I've got my hands full here. Do you think you could go help out the settlement?
Yeah, why
I'd be
not?
glad to help.
That's fantastic. The Minutemen could use more people like you. By the way, if you want to help out around here at all,
Cha-ching!
talk to Sturgis. I'm sure he'd be glad for all the help he can get.
That's right, experience. Keep going up. Oh, it stopped. Level up like 3 times. Basic perks to start off with. Basic. That's why this local leader one as well, because it makes it so that when you're building settlements, you can do a lot more stuff. Touch Sturges. Just keep it on one thing at a time, so there's too many. What do you call them? Think something where to go.
Willing to do some work?
I love work. I could sit and watch it all day.
Well, for starters, we could use some real beds. We've been sleeping on the ground for too long.
I shall build you a shack.
I'd be glad to help.
Okay, good deal. Just make sure we can sleep with a roof over our heads. Some of these old houses still look solid enough to do the trick. There's a workbench over there you can use. Give me a holler if you need anything.
Alright then, let's get building.
Hey, do you have a moment? I wanted to thank you
Yes.
for helping us out in Concord. If only we'd run into you sooner.
Sniff my doggy butt.
What happened to you guys?
Long story short, we've been on the move since the attack on Quincy. There used to be more of us. My son, he's gone.
Yes, that's one. You failed him. Let's do a playthrough of this sometime with some like
Your son.
negative.
What was his name?
Kyle. My son's name was Kyle.
I understand how you feel. I lost someone too.
But you and I, we're still here, right? We have to go on. For them.
One of these houses would be a good place to set up some beds.
Hint, hint, get moving. Yes, this is the sort of menu thing for building stuff. You can scrap items to get like stuff you need. Trees for wood and tires for rubber and so on. I could even scrap an entire house. Use that as a base to start off their house. You don't necessarily have to build on these bases, you can build wherever you want, but well, anywhere within the green outline you can see in the back there. But it gives you a pretty big area to work in the most part.
You telling me you built a death claw with one bullet? Come on. What do you take me for?
Keep the map.
I might not look it, but back in the day, I had quite the shot.
Yeah, or quite the imagination.
Just go along and scrap everything you can find. Or the stuff that's yellow you can scrap. If it comes up as green, it means you can move it. And then you can, like, obviously if you're building something and you scrap it, you don't get all the bits back, so if you can store it, it's useful for later. So you end up using lots of bits and pieces. Anyway, let's get started. So you just basically pick the walls and the floors and so on. Let's get this. So use that as a base. I'm hoping that they expand on this as well. Learn how to build in it. Should I move that back a bit? At the moment, the building's a bit finicky on some stuff. A bit fiddly, I mean. Like for example, now it's not letting me stick that down. Then now it is, so I'm just going to build up a basic shack to start off with. Do that and then do the floors. It sort of like snaps together in certain pieces, but it doesn't always do it though. I'm actually making a double story place. Stick that there for now. And I'll use this piece. Shall just get rid of it for now. Look at the walls a bit more. Build it out a bit. I'll sort of use different pieces as well, so the house doesn't look exactly the same. This gives it a bit more variation. How does that look so far? Looks around, I suppose. Wish I would like to have that bit going out a bit more. Move these ones over a bit. See, I'll use this floor this time because it's got the oh, what do you call them? Posts at the bottom. Since it's going out further than the original house. Oh, come on. See, like stuff like this, it's a bit fiddly to try and get it to snap in place. There we go. Was that so hard? Let's see, so now it's got the bits at the bottom so it doesn't look like it's just floating there. Now it doesn't look quite as odd when you go up. Otherwise it would just have gone like up the stairs straight into a wall. Which look a bit strange. Feel a little bit of space on this side, so I might use the same kind of wall as before, like with the bits that stick out. This one, so it looks like it's got like a window. Corner piece now. Okay, not too bad so far. Oh, need some more wood though. Yeah, so for the basics of building is mostly just wood and steel for walls and flooring and that. But then you need the other stuff for bits later on. Trees are normally a pretty good place to start for getting wood. Or I can scrap fences and stuff like that. Invisible tree. Yes, I've run into a few glitches in this game so far, but nothing major. So it's just little small stuff. Yeah, on this side, I'll use a solid wall. You can now place floorboards on it. A bit tricky to get them to snap on.
Hey June, hanging in there?
Oh, well, I guess so. Every day I get up and tell myself.
Should use that bit in the middle.
Worst. Listen, let me know if there's anything I can do to help.
Oh, okay. Hey, I know I haven't been pulling my weight around here, and I'm really trying to do better.
Oh, there's nothing to apologize for. You worry about you, it'll take care of itself.
Okay. Thanks. Thanks, Sturgis. Thanks for checking in on me.
Look out for our own.
You see, so if you know what you're doing, it's pretty easy to build, but can be a little bit fiddly sometimes. Come on. Or something like this, for example. That doesn't quite... Like I said, at the moment it won't snap into place, right? Then if I take this doorway, move it up here somewhere, place where I can set it down. Come on, it's gonna be somewhere. There we go. Stick that down there for now. So now I can stick this wall in and have it snap into place nicely. I'll go back to the door frame, pick it back up. Come on. Go. And put the door back. So now you got the door, but you also have the walls there as well. I'm not quite sure why they did it that way, but... upper floor bits. Go. So using various bits of wall, you can just make it look a bit nicer. Or if you want it to all look uniform, like all the same, then you can just use one piece of wall. That would look fine as well. It's up to you. Actually, just stick to the wooden looking ones. That's what I took. Come on. Oh. Come on, snap into place. Seems to be a bit fiddly sometimes. Don't want to connect. See if I can get a roof piece on. See, it's a good roof. Use that one. Gonna run out of wood again soon. Ah, come on. Yeah, see, so I really hope they do something to fix up the way you build stuff, 'cause it's a bit tricky sometimes. Like tricky in a way where it shouldn't be. I mean, if you're trying to make up like really complex structure, then fair enough. But if you're trying to build up a basic building, then it's a bit tricky. And this whole tenement building bit is completely optional. You don't have to build up, and you don't have to build anything if you don't want to. And you could go the entire game without never building a thing. Oh, come on. I go from like the outside. Oh. I just not want to go in. Like at all. Come on. Let's put it on the way first. It really does not want to snap together. Floating bit of wood there. Oh, come on. It doesn't go down far enough. It just looks strange there. Just go on already. Right. Well, I have no idea why that doesn't want to connect onto there. It's just lost hole. I just want to put it in place for some reason. Actually. There we go! Finally. Yeah, that's basic building done. Yeah, well, I'm gonna have to leave this part here. So on the next part I'll probably do some more building and furnishing and stuff like that. Try and get this house looking a bit nicer. And I'll see you guys there.